Yay, 4th and 5th grade. It is your week to come back in person, so that's exciting. If you're staying at home, that is cool too. We want to make sure that you're staying safe. So this week what we're going to be doing is we are going to be making a Cubism portrait of Frankenstein. And Cubism, if you'll watch the video that I've put on the Google Classroom before doing this project, you'll understand a lot more what we're doing, okay? So I'm gonna go through and show you how I did the drawing just like always, and then you're gonna be able to spend your time coloring the way that you want it to, okay? So I'm gonna move this to the side, and make sure you're using a pencil as always, because you might make a mistake and you wanna be able to erase it. So the first thing that we're gonna draw is the head, and if you notice, I use the entire page for my head. So I don't wanna see teeny tiny Frankenstein heads. They need to fill the whole page and leave enough room for his neck at the bottom, but you don't need that much space. So most of the drawing is gonna be his face. So you're gonna add a straight line across the top, and you're gonna leave a little bit of room on both sides. And then you're gonna come down like this. And then on one side, he needs an ear. And then I made my ears uneven because I thought it was a little bit more like Cubism and it looked a little bit more monstery. So you can make your lines 2 different lengths before you add your other ear, like that. All right, and then I went ahead and added his chin or his jawline, and it's a little bit of a curved line, not much. And then of course he needs a neck, so our neck needs to be going off the page, so make sure your neck connects to the bottom of the page. Okay, so now we've got at least the outline of where our Frankenstein head is. To start off, I did a zigzag line at the top, and it doesn't have to be even, it can be as uneven as possible. And then I filled that in with black. And then I went ahead and divided my portrait all the way down the middle. So to do that, you're just gonna add like the diagonal and straight lines that we see in Cubism. So there's a diagonal, here's a straight. And then we need to add a nose, so we'll add a diagonal line, another one, and then a straight line over. So there's our nose for our monster. And then we need to, right about here, add a mouth. And I did my mouth in a diagonal way. You can do yours straight across, it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna do mine diagonal again. So I just drew a circle just to mark it. And then I'm gonna finish off my dividing of the face. So now I have the face divided. I can move down here and divide the neck in a zigzag line. And then Frankenstein has these like little, I guess they're bolts outside of his neck. And so the way you draw that is you draw 2 straight lines and then a rectangle at the end. So 2 straight lines and a rectangle, just like that. Now we need to add his eyes and his eyebrows, and then we can go ahead and add the details of the face, like the stitch marks and things like that. So like we see in Cubism, your eyes don't have to be the same size or even the same shape. They were really funny about how they did each side of the face. So I did my eye this way, and then my other one kind of looks a little bit more normal, but it doesn't have to look normal because this is a monster and monsters don't look normal. So I did like a little circle with like the edge cut off. And then I need to add the inside circle where my eye goes. Oops. That looks a little funny, so I would erase that if I could, but now I need his pupil. And now I'm gonna move over to the right side and I'm gonna draw a different eye. And this eye I'm gonna make look a little bit more normal. And his pupil. Now his eyebrows are going to be a straight line at the top and a zigzag, kind of like the way we did his hair. And he needs an eyebrow over here, so, and it's okay if it goes over the eye. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it in with black since I'm already using a black marker. Okay, and now I added some details. I added this little line in his ear and I did the opposite color. So this one is like my lighter green, but I added the darker green as a detail. And the same thing over here. This is my dark green section, but I added a lighter green. And then my eyes are 2 different colors. So this is where we're gonna add some detail. Obviously, he still needs some teeth. So let's start there. Your teeth can look any way you want them to. I'm gonna do 2 front teeth and then some teeth along the bottom like that. So now I'm done with the teeth. I can add that little line on the inside of the ear that I was telling you about. And then Frankenstein has these little stitch marks on him. So what you're gonna do is, like maybe at a place that separates like that, you can do a line and then add stitches. You can do one like up here, add lines. You can do one really anywhere you want. Don't do too many of them because it's gonna look a little weird if you do, but maybe about 4. So now he's got those. And what I need to do now is I need to pick what colors I want on the inside and outside. And if you want to, I'll show you the way I did the background. If you want to do the background right here where I have it in black, you can do that any color, but I just thought that it would look nicer with the black in the background against the colors of the front. That way it wouldn't be too busy. So I'm gonna pick what colors I want here. Obviously Frankenstein is green, so I chose green. So when you choose your color for Frankenstein, choose one color and then the lighter version of it. So if you want to do blue, you can do blue on one side, but then do a light blue on the other side. So your colors on your monster need to match. So you can do like purple and dark purple. I chose green and light green because Frankenstein is green. So you need to make 2 different colors, but one is the lighter version of the other, okay? And so now you also need a design in the background. I did these like weird eye looking things to make it extra creepy. So I'm just gonna take my pencil or crayon, whatever you're using at this point, and I added like a little circle, and then I did a loose line around it. It doesn't have to be perfectly circle. So again, I just did a circle, filled it in, and then a loose circle around it. And I did those all the way around. And if you notice, I have some kind of sticking behind him so that it doesn't look like the bubbles are just floating around him. You want some to be behind him. If you want to do the background with like zigzag lines, you can do that, whatever design you want. But this is the one I'm doing, so you can do it if you want. I did a circle and then like a loose line around it, and I repeated that all the way across, okay? So make sure that you do your design in the background, and then make sure you color all the way around. So your whole paper needs to have color. So if you're choosing when you're choosing your 2 different colors, make sure that you have the lighter version of it, and make sure that you have enough crayon to go all the way around the page. So you're not splitting warm and cool. You can do whatever colors you want as long as you pick that lighter color. But that's what it looks like, and then you just need to color it. Make sure when you're coloring, you do your side to side, just one direction back and forth, because I can tell when you guys color all crazy like that, okay? If you need any help, then send me a message and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, have fun, and I'll see you soon.